Hello, hello everybody, hello. We are back with some more Esoteric Ebb into eventually Arc Raiders, potentially, into eventually Fallout 76. It's kind of the deal. Yeah, that's what's going on. I'm gonna drink my monster. It is bad apple. We know how to deal with apples. The cleric can't have any, but I'll have some. Alright. Esoteric Ebb. Let's get everything ready. So, what do we know? We just finished talking to the hag. Honestly, the hag didn't give us all that much. I don't think. The hag did not give us a whole ton. Issa wants you to prove your natural ability for divination magic. She wants you to get a mall pie she'll make a trick that could make it easier. So I guess I completed that. And got a nice spell out of it. Yeah, I guess I got a spell of Augury. You receive an omen of an otherworldly entity about the results of a specific course of actions that you plan to take. You will receive well. Your next dice check will almost always be a success. If you receive a woe, your next dice check will almost always be a failure. I should get that. That doesn't seem too bad. Anyways, so there's that. Hag hid below to avoid trouble after barely missing the explosion by accident. Can't arrest them either way. It's time to look elsewhere. Yep, that's fine. What I think I need to do is... I do want to talk to the Valkyrie more. I do want to talk to them. There's a secret door somewhere down here, and I cannot find it. I have no idea where I'm supposed to go to look for that. The only other thing I can do potentially is look for the bird. That I think was someone mentioned looking for him in Water Lane before he takes the next boat. But either way, yeah, no, I don't know where this damn thing is. +1 wisdom gives you 10-foot light. Oh, that's nice. Right here. And I don't know how to access it. I don't know. I think I've asked all the questions. Pending doom. Oh shit, no, don't. Drop it. You okay, cleric? Okay, put it back. This is creepy. Don't write your name in there or anything. Heard about a guy that found a book once up in Moletown. On the cover it said famous people, and inside was, well, a list of, well, famous people, historical figures or whatever. This guy thought it would be funny to scribble his own name among them, and poof, he turned into feathers. Like a collection of pure black feathers started floating away in the wind down the river. That's all everyone could talk about for weeks. Not making this any less creepy. I know. I'm frowns looking up at the ceiling. Can't seem to remember the guy's name, though. Ominous. Anyway, what are you doing? I got nothing. Okay, well, I don't know what to do. I'm gonna head to Water Lane, I guess. This ain't the way to Water Lane. I want to go to Water Lane and look for the bird, because I haven't really spent much time over there. So maybe I can find him. Also, I'm gonna get my spell slot going. And get that way and woad dealio going. We can get rid of Shield of Faith and then get Knock. That's good. Okay. Water Lane, here I come. How do I get down there again? No, that's jabroni. I think last time I entered that tower deal. Oh, there's a little sneaky staircase. I didn't even. All right. Yeah, I think I went this way and into here. Hello, child. Oh, the kiosk kid. Oh. Oh. Hello. Human Earthfolk. Silent type. He thinks before he speaks. He also thinks that's very cool because of his behavior. Snares superiority in his body language, in his speech, and in his tone. He thinks he's above it all. Even his friends. Hopefully he'll stop thinking such things before he bites him in the ass. No, he won't. In the direst of times, this kid will be the first one to lean upon his brothers. He's learned to eat that ego of his when he has to. Oh my god. I'm dying. All of the things happen at once. I had a cough, had a burp, there was something in my throat. Jesus Christ. Man has made the toil of his peers, nothing more, nothing less. I don't really care to talk to these guys, so like I'm just gonna go. I'll see y'all jabronis later. I don't really much care. Excuse me. You guys open? The trading company? Oh shit. I have not been in here in a little minute, and there's the big lady. Spell scroll. Note with it 4 emergencies. Protection from good and evil, and etc. Okay, I don't really need that. I'm not gonna sell or steal it. Fake Frukfram. How very good. Incredible sword. Pickpocket of 19. That day, +1 strength, +1 dexterity, +1 wisdom. Oh, I'll never be able to steal that, but it looks so freaking cool. So how's the game? Game's great. I'm very much enjoying the game. It's a very fun game. Free cities, democracy, prosperity. Man, that is a great sword. The orc stands among fancy furniture and crackling fireplace lights her face as you approach. Hot. Welcome to the Askany Reeds Trading Company, cleric. It's the orc lady again. Beware her manipulation. Yes, and also, tell her how she looks lovely. I'm just gonna say hi. Hello, agent. How's the free riding going? That's not a verb I usually hear, but it's going well. We're currently deep in paperwork with a new partner. It's a lot of work. She walks over to the desk, grabbing a piece of paper. The warehouse, below here. Probably holds a lot of useful stuff. The wonderful freestrider lady is the one who decides who comes and goes. So, talk her into letting you enter the warehouse. You ask that, she will think you mean something very different. It seems you are correct in the end. Your diplomatic efforts ended with the dwarves not holding their little rally. Yes. This is the lady I met at the very beginning who fucking immediately I fell for. Also, one sec, my food's ready. I'll be right back. Hey, Death and Bees. I'll be right back. Me mom made chicken stew and I was just gonna get it later, and they're like, oh, I already have a bowl for you. I'm like, oh, okay. But yeah, this is the lady I met at the beginning. There were some dwarves holding a socialist rally, but their paperwork was out of date. So she was there to shut it down, but they wouldn't show her the paperwork. So I told her to leave and that they would give up, and then she got mad at me and then left. And then I went and talked to the dwarves and was like, hey, your paperwork is out of date. And they're like, okay, we'll leave. So well done. Should have listened to me earlier. Confident, are we? She's holding back a rage. Deep rage. Of course, I'm very busy. We're currently deep in paperwork with the new partner. A lot of work. She's clearly, terribly angry at you. Still. Don't make it any worse, will you? Persuade her to work with you, despite your previous behavior. I have some questions. I'm afraid I don't have time right now, cleric. If you could book a meeting, I'd love to help, of course. When are you available? How about March 29th? That's too late. I'm sorry, but I'm just really swamped here. She has no intention of having a meeting with you. You're gonna have to turn on the charm if you want to get anything out of her. Okay. Charisma of 16. Let's see if I can't get dressed here. Okay. Alrighty, charisma's a +4 now. Anything giving me negative charisma? Okay, that's giving me negative charisma. This is +2 charisma. I'm at 18 now. All these books suck. I don't have any good books. Alright. I got +6 to my freaking charisma. Let's put on the charm here. She's so mad at me. Alright. 10 and up. Fuck! Oh, I'm so close. You stare at her, and she keeps avoiding your gaze. There's no way you're doing this right now. Although maybe if you beg, you might have your chances. I'm just gonna stay quiet. She smoothed out her jacket. You done? Do it again! Do it again! Do it again! Oh! Again. I'm dying. How's it getting worse? Again. Ah! How is this happening? Yeah! I'm in. First try. Hell yeah. Easy peasy. It's just like that, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you do it. That's how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. Take notes. You take like 10 minutes just staring at her. Eventually you'll come up with something to say. Alright, it's time to solve this. Smooth talking style. So like manipulation? Something like that. Just give her a little something. Then she'll give in. Vera? Yes? And make it clear it's a good deal for both parties. The Ascani Reeds Trading Company can stand to gain a lot from my help. Can it? As can I from yours. Well, from what I saw up there, the deal with the dwarves worked out in my favor for a number of reasons. But that was a different deal, right? Now we can both stand to gain. She glares at you, looking you up and down. Then her gaze softens. She sighs. Perhaps there is time. If I assist you, you assist me. Isn't that right? Deal. So what do you want to talk about, cleric? Wow! Look at all these questions. Okay, good, because I was running out of people to talk to. I didn't know where to go. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I should talk about my mimic. Check out this mimic I have. She drops her smile. Sorry? Master talked about Meek? Ahoy, bohoy! Her jaw drops. Then her fists go up. No, he's not strangling me or anything. He's just helping me. Meek serves Master. Master is great. She shakes her head as if dazed by the visuals. I see. I've not heard of a tame mimic before. She lowers her fist slowly. Shrug. I found him below. It is what it is. Well, cleric, you're full of surprises. But please keep that thing hidden around here, just in case we get any guests. This is my friend Meek. He's a great guy. Okay. Spoke with Lisa. I think that's the socialist lady. I think that's Lisa. I need to know about the tea shop owner. One greasy bird, but he's good at his job. What about him? What do you know about him? He's a yobu, speaks through those mimicry voices. We've worked with him in the past. There is some kind of conflict with the ownership of his property at one point, with the halfway tribe. It was resolved. Okay, where can I find him? No clue. Great. Never mind, another question. Well then. Esgalin Printing Press. I need access to the guildware shop. Warehouse. Of course, we could have that arranged. Take some time, of course, security clearance and such, unless, I suppose it could be sped up if you were to help me out in the matter of I'm dealing with the matter at the moment. Would you be interested? I can hear it out. Great. She walks over to a drawer and pulls out several papers. I have a perfect task for a strong cleric like yourself. Yeah, you are. She stuffs the yellow documents in your hand. AEFAs. A what? Ascani Economic Free Strider Accord. We've been unable to hand them out previously due to a number of legal reasons that have been stripped away if we land in a good position of the future government. So in preparation of opening talks with a number of local entrepreneurs, having these handed out by official cleric would make the process a lot more official. However, greatly expediting the process. At least our numbers seem to indicate that folks are much more agreeable to city officials than our staff. Guessing you can assume why. You want me to hand out pamphlets? Oh no. She taps documents in her hand. These are legal documents showing every clause in the local EFA. Very generous terms that will greatly assist the local corporations in growth, revenue, and stability. We're not all talk, you know. We do actually support local infrastructure and business quite heavily. And the first step is getting those businesses to actually join our accord. You want me to hand out contracts? Yes, mostly for them to take a look at. Once we get 3 Tolstad businesses on paper, we have met our pre-election quota, and that'll make my bosses very happy. That'll make me very happy. 3 businesses, huh? Yes, of course. If you want to deliver them to more, just go ahead. Businesses need to be established, but I'm not necessarily registered. If you're not sure, you can hand them out anyway. Off the top of my head, I can recommend visiting Viskin's Lidge House and the Drunk Sphinx, of course. But I'm sure you can find more. She winks. Come back once you handed them out, and I'll be sure to return the favor. Okay, so I can get access to the warehouse by delivering some papers. Okay. I don't know if they have to technically agree to it before it to count, or if I just need to give them the paper and say that they got it. Do you have any news about the tea shop? Grabs an envelope on the table. Darrow put a stop to any official investigation. He even had his guardian angel place an arcane lock on it. You mean Eder? Yes, the celestial pet. I like her. Do you? Had the displeasure to deal with her a few times here in Tolstad. Ever since she was handed the reins of the coin-lord lapdog, she seems to enjoy mocking us lesser creatures, coming off almost petty. Strange behavior of such a transcendent creature. She adjusts her posture. Now, she opens the envelope and reads it for you. Bystander suffers minor injuries, no real casualties found after a quick search of the premises. The flames were put down within the hour. Eyewitnesses indicate the flames appeared alongside a loud explosion. A few unarmed people also mentioned the flames were blue for a short moment. Blue flames, huh? The rest goes along with our info. Good to have it collaborated. Where'd you hear all this? We have our sources too. Blue flames, you're not the first to mention that to me. Indeed, clearly indicates some kind of magical origin. Sorry, I mean esoteric origin. Give her a thumbs up. Esoterical. You didn't happen to have any of these witnesses recorded? None, I'm afraid. We heard the Halfways had one direct witness who identified himself, a frank fellow, but we found nothing more on that thread. Now mutters something to himself. He says that stupid fucking name, along with many profanities you do not wish to hear. Alright, thanks. How quick was the search afterwards? She smirks. Apparently only 10 minutes. Too short for a proper investigation. What's more interesting is the official report does not mention any lead investigator apart from Darrow himself in the militia organization. So my guess is they didn't do anything after a militia put out all the flames. The Coin-Lord ordered it, it is just. That's insane. They just can't do nothing. Clearly they can. She does not care, but she's intrigued. Thanks for the info. The fuck is that? Yeah, what's that thing in the fireplace, huh? I am not a thing! Tinfoil hires smoke Memphit, an elemental spirit, formed by primal energies. They are known to be selfish and violent, yet useful when captured by controlling magic or given the right incentive. Don't mind him, he's harmless. I don't know exactly how we came over the contract, but I believe it was a Garmeshian fellow who handed it over. A smoke Memphit. He keeps track of unwanted visitors. So don't touch anything, cleric, unless you wanted to get seared. She smiles. Her tusks gleam. Okay, so no stealing, otherwise this guy's gonna, like, give me shit. Fair enough. Can you tell me about the griffin on the roof? Griffin on the roof? Magical beast of the old demeanor. Terribly useful mounts, and used for those with the funds to support their breeding and taming, most famously used by the Stern Riders. Sternwriters, a famous comic book series based on the Merc group of reeds, knows for their outlandish melodrama and love scenes. Almost got banned back when you were a kid. Orc laughs at your words. Really sounds like a magazine tale. I swear I've read it at some point. Seriously, there's a griffin upstairs. Yes. I thought it sounded funny as all. Technically, the griffin is not allowed to use our building as nest. However, by sheer happenstance, becomes one of the many unwritten and unofficial exceptions around here. I have simply learned to make do, as one does. Just sleeps here all day? For now. I've heard he's heading out after the election. Can't wait. Is it annoying to deal with? Yes. Though the real answer to involved describing griffin droppings, and I'd prefer to keep it away that. Okay. Who owns it? One of our temporary guests, high-ranking member of the Free Striders, come to visit the election, one of those types. Can I fly on it? I'd recommend not, entirely for the sake of your own health. Unless you've got somewhere to fly off to? If I did, I totally would do it. That's all about the griffin. Vera's not happy about the situation. She would love to have the griffin one day. You could be like the heroes in those childhood tales, soaring through the air. Rider of the sky. Dream on, baby. Dream on. Alright, I want to know more about you. My favorite topic. What should I ask her? Ask her about her past? So you can manipulate her. What's your favorite color? Red. Like blood. She gives you a sinister smile. She's very charming. Gods, this woman will be the end of you. How strong are you? Strong enough, she smirks, okay. Whom do you wear? Oh, this old rag? This outfit is an AR import, originally from Furkfam. I hear. Furkfam. Magical, famous textile industrialist and magical carpet extraordinaire. Got really famous during the Arcane era. Although these are obviously just factory knockoffs. Reliable, though. What is your mother's maiden name? Why do you ask? I'm interested in you. Oh, right. She's trying to ignore your awkward comment. I did not know my mother. I was born in the Feltire JT, a journeyman tribe, where children are raised collectively. We made scissors. That's my favorite blood talent. My fate, as it were. I didn't like it in the factory, so I left to Blood City Bay. Joined a war band. A few, actually. Learned to be smart, eventually ended up in the Reeds, where my true talents were recognized. Scissors? Let her continue. The revolution was already strong when I joined, so once I realized I missed all the real action, I ended up taking a job to spread the word. Spent a season in Vorgany at first, but I never really clicked with the locals. So Norvik it was, and now I'm here. She bows her head in a formal fashion. Anything else you want to ask? What do you do for the Reeds Trading Company? I make sure the flow of goods remains efficient and uninterrupted by local shenanigans. I also represent the organization as a member in the Free Strider Party as well, which makes it a lot more interesting. Where are your colleagues? Certainly. I am only second in command here on Tolstad. First is Agent Durlis. Is currently off securing votes into Tolstad guilds, leaving me alone here to helm the ship. Her expression changes, hardens. She doesn't like the guy one bit. I got a feeling you don't like this fellow? Picked up on that, did you? She gives you a light laugh. He's a bit of a dick. The type to talk circles around whatever buzzwords he's been taught to use instead of practical language. The type who, in an attempt to sound professional, ends up turning into an archdevil of the deepest hells. You can spend an hour in a meeting with him and go mad as he talks around facts and direct solutions in favor of whatever makes him look superficially intelligent. She sighs. But if things go well after the elections, he might be up for a promotion. That'll leave me first in command. You think you do things better? She takes a deep breath, looking to the side. Yes, no doubt. Confident girl. God, she's hot. Other questions, not about your buddies. Alright. I'm gonna attempt to flirt. Did I mention how I really appreciate your appearance? Huh? Yes, we are having a very wonderful weather today, I agree. Although it's quite difficult to see down here on the water lane because of the ceiling. Wow, smooth. She's avoiding the subject by pretending to not hear what you said. You make her uncomfortable. Tell her. Tell her what you think. What you believe. Fuck. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. I'm really bad at this. I should just give up on this. I'm no good at flirting. It'd probably be for the best. But okay, let's try it. Her expression grows a little concerned. Hit her with the perfect line. I would need a 14 and above. The perfect line. The perfect line. Right. You got this. I do? You do. Just say, clear your boats, clear your throat, stammer a bit, then speak. After the election, let's go out and eat. I want to get to know you. Get to know me, you say. She shakes her head, but can't help but let a grin sneak onto her face. Your insistence is a bit endearing, I'll admit. So fine. A date with this helmed human does sound like a rather memorable night, doesn't it? Nice job, stud. A handsome woman is falling for your confidence and stern behavior. You'll just have to find out. Or crosses her arms. Well then, now that with that settled, one step closer to true victory. I have some work to do if you don't have any more questions. Yeah, I guess that's all for now, thanks. Yeah. I guess that's all. I need to find the bird. But I also really want to talk to this guy. Hey, man. You look into the flame of the fireplace. A hissing voice calls out to you. Didn't your mother ever tell you it's rude to stare? Huh? Squat down and take a closer look. Your eyes adjust to the brightness of the fire. The figure lies upon the lit timber. Like a puff of smoke, materialized into a solid chunk. It's a mephit, a primal spirit. One appears to be made out of smoke and heat. I apologize. Good, you know your place. I am Tinnital. Terrible to meet you. Lovely to meet you as well. I am... Don't care! It interrupts you. It looks back and forth between you and Sneal. I'm in charge here, so don't do anything nasty or I'll report you to the Tusk Lady. Tusk Lady. Amazing. The goblin companion squints into the fire. Then he whispers to you, I hate these things. Is there something I can do for you to get you to look the other way? No. So you're a guardian in this place or what? Something like that. I'm only obliged to attack you if you actually steal something. You should push. I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, you better. I'm gonna keep staring at him then. Stares back at you for a moment. Then blows a puff of ashy smoke in your face. Ow! What the hell? Don't stare. Alright. Hi, spirit. Ow! You freaking smoked it in my face. Coastal hemisphere. What do we got here? Stairs go down to the docks. To the roof of the HQ. Okay. Let's head up to the roof real quick. Is that just spits me out next to the griffin? Yes. I need to speak with animals to tell him to please move. So I could get over there. I am going to go down to the docks, though. See what's the deal with the docks. Oh. Door leads to the warehouse. Only free striders and guild members are allowed in. No way. This path is shut for now. Shit. Goods hatch. Shit. I need to get down to the docks so I can see if the bird is there. But I also need to convince the griffin to move so I can maybe use that hatch and see what happens. Bird. Wake the animal gently through understanding and empathy. Attempt to sneak past it. I'm not very dexterous. Is a wisdom check. I got slapped earlier, so that's gonna be difficult. All right, wisdom time. Also, I'm a little injured, so I'm gonna eat this treat. Yeah, I'm too full. Never mind. I'm not gonna be doing that. Oh, I can use this to get some spell slots. Then, in which case, I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna do cure wounds, fix my boo-boos, just in case this bird does not like me touching it. All right, wisdom, wisdom, wisdom. Okay, that's +1 wisdom. This is +1 wisdom. But Meek helps, so I'm gonna keep Meek around. This is +1 wisdom as well. Okay. Do we have any helmets that give a bunch of wisdom? No. Well, I'm at least not gonna. I at least don't want negative wisdom. So I'm put on this one, the frog mouth. -1 wisdom. This is +1 wisdom, but I know this thing is definitely cursed. Plus, both of mine give me +1 wisdom anyways. And then the literature, I don't think I have anything that gives me wisdom. Yeah. How does one wake a sleepy, grumpy creature? I poke it? No. The answer is simple. You sing. Cleric. He points at the claws. Sharp. Do a little lullaby will do. Oh, little birdie, spread your wings. Don't be afraid of the deep, dark things. Crawling and creeping and being so bad. Everybody wants you to not be sad. Oh, so you can get past that. Did you make that up on the spot? The beast didn't slash your throat. Yet. Wonderful. Thank you, Griffin. It yawns in a way you didn't think creatures with beaks could do, and gives you a tired look. I can't believe that worked. I can't believe you're alive. The goblin mutters under his breath as he slowly shimmers past the creature. Sometimes it pays off to be handsome and talented. Thank you, buddy. Do I try to pet him again? I feel like I have to try and pet. Alright, hold up. Please, bird, don't freaking kill me. It's not a bird. Pet the dangerous monster. Better. You reach forth. The griffin snaps at you with its beak. Not a fan. Alright, thank you for your time. Alright, my bee. I have to try. It's part of my code. You see? It's part of my code to, I have to give it a shot. Alright, let me get dressed again. Alright, let me get dressed. Trinket-wise, +1 wisdom, +1 charisma. I'm cool with that. +1 wisdom. Let's do... +2 charisma. -1 wisdom. So we're very charismatic right now. Helmets, I do like this one. Strength and charisma is nice. We like that. And the weapons I'm cool with. And this is the only one that gives me anything. So I'm very strong, not very dexterous, not very constitution. I'm of average intelligence, average wisdom, and I'm very charismatic. Let's ride. You approach the goods hatch. It's a very small goods hatch. The whole building appears to have been repurposed into a warehouse. Otherwise, making this tiny would have been very silly. Don't think the Freestriders will be too happy with someone sneaking in through the roof. The goblin squats down and grabs a rusty hang lock. Damn, it's like a rusty thing. I could cast knock on it, or I could just pick it. I'm a cast knock. You speak the words and make the hand movements. Then, that loud sound echoes throughout the entirety of the water lane. The rest of your lock shatters. There we go. Great job. Open the hatch. As you peek inside, you see a rope attached to the wood, tumbling down into the open space below. Sweet. Then we can actually climb back up. Didn't think of that. Let's see how well this rope holds up. Meek will help Master climb. Meek can hold rope with teeth. Very strong. Cool. Hey, thanks, buddy. Alright, so we broke into the warehouse. Not maybe my best of ideas, but, hey, you know, that's what it is. One of those potions. Several potion boxes, marked with a tiny bird symbol. Crate with a rhythmic thumping noise coming from inside. Bird folk, entrepreneur. It's just a crate, right? What's with the rhythmic thumping noise? You're kidding. The bird is actually the tea shop owner. Is he? Oh, come on, really? This must be the silliest, most idiotic plan and plain stupid land you ever come to enact it. Even if he is one of those bird people who are able to survive without food for weeks. So, I found the owner. I had a feeling he was at the docks. I'm gonna keep exploring the rest of this place. It's a helm in sand. A salad, plus 2 dexterity, minus 1 strength. Pick up the polished salad helm, sand flowing from its orifices. Before you remove from the box entirely, you sense the scarf rushing to your aid. You see something shift in the sand crate. Oh, it's evil sand. Dodge the sand. Oh, yeah. In a heartbeat, or faster, you pull back your gloved hands. You watch as the sand attempts to rush forward, the shape of it slithering like a slithering esoteric creature. Just barely graze you before sinking back into the box. Then the sand goes still once more. Nice job. But yeah, the sand isn't really sand. Great job getting the helmet, though. Looks really nice. Neil rushes forward with the lid in hand, and he shuts it with a satisfying thud. Good gods. I hate mosquito sand. Yeah, same. Goblin does not respond at first. He simply looks around and sighs. Be careful. There's a lot of weird shit in here. Alright. Got the helmet, though. $60. Huge scrolls. Enhance ability. Enhance ability is a tier 2 spell. Tapping into your animalistic spirit energy, you enhance your mental and physical abilities until the spell ends. You gain proficiency in all ability scores. In the ability scores you already have proficiency in, you gain double expertise. Time 1 action. Concentration up to 4 hours. That sounds really good. Expensive bottles, the top shelf. Couldn't reach it. Ton of apples, ton of little bikes. Tiny bikes. Alright. Hey man, you approach one of the many large crates in the warehouse. Why is there a rhythmic thumping noise here? It's coming from inside the box. Look at the crate. You spot a label. It says AR. Akbird Exoskeleton. Export. Knock on the crate. As you do, the drumming noise stops. Then after a short break, it starts up again. Your companion gives you a tired shrug. Come on. Hello? As you speak, the drumming noise stops. Then after a short break, it starts up again. With a tight grip, you press hard. It is difficult. Even the goblin is trained to pull his measly body weight into it. But, rip open the side of the crate. Brrr! Hey, dickhead. You have some fucking answers to fucking give me, bitch. I have some questions for you. I can explain! Dunk, dunk. You watch the wingless crow-looking creature scramble to compose himself. Drummer. The Birdman lets out a strange throat noise, then makes a series of nervous chuckles. He's inside a shipping crate marked for export. He's clearly trying to flee from the law. Maybe he's a good reason to escape? Is the fellow in danger? Weakling, hiding like this, it's disgraceful. Explain it quickly. Oh yeah, dunk. Yes, I'm just inspecting the wares. Warehouse wares. Dunk. What's that sound? What? Dunk. That. I'm not. Dunk. So you're inspecting the wares, are you? Yes! I'm a local. He stops, shifting his tone. Local entrepreneur. He's trying to assert himself by sounding like a tough guy. The AR, they're my supplier for tea and sometimes coffee. Does the trade company know about you being here? How incredibly rude. I said, do the Free Striders know about your presence, good sir? Dunk. Of course. What kind of goods are we talking about here? He grabs a scale of Ankhead exoskeleton from the plate. I have a great plan. I'm planning on renovating my shop with these. Protection. Reach forward and touch the exoskeleton plate. Your hand glides over it. The bird stares at you as you caress the chitin in his claws. Dunk. Renovating with that chitin? He says, sounding like a young, naive kid. Nuh-uh. He's lying. Alright, are you aware your tea shop exploded? What? He knows. Birdman mimics the sound of a young and shocked man. Bad sound to pick. He sounds almost sarcastic. What a horrid and shocking revelation! He's struggling to put together cohesive sentences. Tell me what happened on the morning when it blew up. Oh, it was all normal. Empty tea shop all morning. I had business on Water Lane over noon. Been busy since. But this is a big shock. Do you have any enemies, Mr. Drummer? No, everyone has. People tend to dig me, you know? Sure. And you've been down here for how long exactly? I am inspecting many wares. Yes, these types of mimic birds are known for being able just to hide in a hole for a very, very long time. Pretty bad at your job, Mr. Drummer. Sorry for being pretty bad at inspection. I try my best. Alright, now you know. Awful news. I had no insurance, sadly. That's for the best. Otherwise, I'd say you blew it up yourself. You hear the bird let out a hearty laugh. No worries. I'll get back on my feet. Always do. I'll just get back to inspection, and you know where to find me. Alright, so, am I gonna have to fucking kick your fucking ass, buddy? To, like, get you to, like, stop being weird? Who are you voting for? Oh! Same! I vote for the same party as you! You don't seem like an Asgul. Oh, I am very green. Good, great choice, my man. I get a feeling he's probably uses that sound every time someone tries to talk politics with him in the tea shop. What a genius. You should learn from him. He's kissing your ass. You don't need this. Should I, like, threaten this guy or something? A push is all he needs. Then he will spill the truth. Sure talks a lot for someone without a voice, but he sucks at lying. He's quicker than you. Can you really keep up? Something esoteric, a spell, I don't know. I'm gonna fucking shake the shit out of him. I got a 10, I need a 5 or higher. Okay, so, like, what happened? Am I having a stroke or something? Oh no. The way the bird stares at you, he's too powerful. He's not that bad. You must submit. What? There's no way for you to break this bird. Your only chance is to bend the knee. Mrs. Drummer, I am here to protect you from those who mean you harm. Oh? You are safe. Now tell us your side of the story. The bird sputters around for a moment, then pauses and scratches his beak. You seem to have inadvertently given him some room to trust you. He will speak now. But will it be the full truth? He glances at Sneal. They are after me. Who is? The Free Striders and the Halfway Tribe. What? Because you missed rent? And why exactly? He looks distraught again. They forced me. They made me. I didn't have a choice. Dunk. Blackmail. Knife to my throat. I was trapped. They had me by the paws. You're hiding from the Free Striders inside a Free Strider operated warehouse? They are scary, but not very bright. Goblin chuckles. Sneal, the Halfway Tribe didn't know about the smuggling stuff, right? Not to my knowledge, no. Sounds entirely like a Free Strider expression. Okay, why are you afraid of the Halfway Tribe? They will give me punished if they find out about my little secret. Dunk. Possibly. Old lady won't take kindly to having a smuggling operation right under her nose. How are the Free Striders connected with this? They set it up. They set me up. I had access to the secret tunnel under the temple. They forced me. I had to. And what does this got to do with the explosion? Listen, I only run away to save myself when the tea shop exploded. You knew beforehand what was going on, that it was going to explode? No! I was in the warehouse, here, in inspection. I hear free striders talking about it upstairs, so I hid in here, waiting for boat to get away from this bloody mess. So what's your plan now, Birdman? I will leave, Dunk. I have business in Reed's, big business. Smart. Bird stares at you, looking uncomfortable. Are you sure you've told me everything you can? Yes, please. I am in trouble, but I did nothing wrong. Goblin scoffs. What's the protocol now? Protocol? He's trying to leave the city. Taking his sit reg would be a good start. Sit reg. Short for Citizens Registry. Useful, carried in the form of a small piece of paper. Can be used to freely travel along ports connected. Now, let me see your paper, citizens. Bird flitters with his satchel, a worn piece of paper. His claw holds it forward. Citizens Registry. As you hold it up to your helmet, the bird makes a rhythmic thumping noise a few more times. Inspect the papers. Turn it over in your hands. The paper is thick. It says Drummer Yimling. From Yim is one of the many substitute surnames given to folk who don't have a surname custom. Born 010102 PE. He picked out 02 as his birth year just to avoid it looking too fake. I see. Hand in papers. Oh, thank you. He nervously glances towards the exit. Should I contain this guy? It would take time to do so. Annoying. Boring. Tossing him into a stockade seems like a good choice, but spending time on that seems stupid. Look at Sneal. He shrugs. You can go. Oh, thank you. His voice sounds grateful. Since you are so kind. He hands you another note from a satchel, a series of numbers on it. Hidden safe in my office. That is the combination. Feel free to take all the shit you want. The contents. I will not return to that establishment. Thank you for your service. Oh yeah, one more thing. I should inform you that the elf was found dead. He freezes in his step. Without looking your way, you hear him mimic a shrill voice. Not my problem. And he keeps walking. Did he know? As the Birdman leaves the warehouse, you hear a faint rhythmic sound follow him out. Dunk. Wonder what he'll do. You fine with me letting him have his papers? Your choice. Sageleaf will be pissed either way. Now at least she might not have to deal with him anymore. I'll handle the fallout. Always do. You believe anything he said? Sure. I'm certain that he believes he's a victim here. I'm inclined to say the same somewhat. He did not blow up the tea shop, not with the smuggling stuff going on. And that elf. And he mutters a curse word. She had a connection with the Asgulls and the tea shop. She also had a meeting with the Free Striders. Feels like she's a string connecting every fucking party in this city. What a fucking mess. Alright, let's go. Alright, I think I'm good to get out of here. Excuse me, buddy. Alright, do I talk to the lady and just tell her that I broke into the warehouse and found the bird in there? That'd be kind of funny. That's all for now. Okay. I need to go talk to the Asgulls, I think, is my next step. I can take root on the drummer situation. For what reason? So, you let the bird go. You gave him his papers and everything. It was the right thing to do. Yeah, he was terrified. I don't think he had anything to do with the explosion. He just had other shit going on that made him feel frazzled. So I think it was the right thing to do. Sure was. That was a fine outcome. Living up to the free strider ideal. Everyone should be able to come and go as they please. The free market is built upon the opportunity of the movers of goods and the merchants to sailors and dock workers to be able to transfer themselves into a situation of required labor. Basic supply and demand. What about the societal impact of... Who cares about that? Freedom of movement is literally the most fundamental policy of the Free Striders bloc. In the real old days, the only people with the resources to travel would be aristocrats of society. In the real early days, that would be on top of top dragon servant, the top slaves. Then, during the last few centuries that changed, the average person suddenly got the ability to move on a sociological scale, sure, but also in a geographic sense. Each of the Arcanist splinters dealt with it in different ways, but in general, especially once on the coast war broke out, for real, all borders got really tight. A shoot-on-sight policy wasn't uncommon. And that's shit. Real shit. Yeah, I guess borders are bullshit. Yeah, real bullshit. Let's get over the facts here. Number one cause of starvation, poverty, and economical related suffering is the general lack of prosperity. Historically, it's understandable why peasants and kings or early arcanists didn't really get this, because they didn't have any reference point. If things were always terrible, you don't even know what good is, right? Then comes industry, mass production, both esoteric stuff, access to free food, healing services, teleportation, and the fundamentals, textile factories, metal refining, transportation. All of it giving way to the unprecedented amount of prosperity for everyone. It's like cheating in the economy. Everyone gets rich all of a sudden, even the old aristocrats. Then you have the question of nation states, of borders. You can make the argument that freedom of movement goes against certain ideals of nationalism. Sure, you can't completely lock your own people away from another. You can't stay out of the global trade. You lose that authoritarian touch. In return, you get supra-magical economic boosts, one that helps everyone. You know those Asgulls hate free stridum so much? This is the point where they can all shut the fuck up and sit down. Because Asgullianism didn't make anything better, nor anywhere near the degree that opening the markets did. And locking down your borders, not allowing trade, people, labor, goods, and services to flow at the behest of the benevolent invisible hand, that's literally arbitrary making of your people. All your people, objectively making them less wealthy and probably a lot hungrier, just for some dumb ego trip. Thus, immigration is fucking great, and anyone who disagrees is a fucking idiot. Holy shit. Immigration is awesome and based. Exactly. This is a new era of the constant expansion, increasing value. We need more people, more workers, more consumers. Factory owners win. The poor immigrants win. Everybody wins. And what about the locals? Sorry? The local working class. Oh, they win too. And so anyway, yeah. Letting drummer leave? Real swell move. Just straight up class act. But you could clearly learn a lot about that bird. He's got that infectious paranoia about him. Oh shit. Tommy's upset. The bird. Yeah? The bird is a survivor. That is his legacy. More than that, he really had one hell of a way to handle himself. Ignoring the shitty escape attempt. You saw how he danced around your questions? Seriously, maybe it's a racial thing, but he read the room just as well as he recorded those voices. Honestly, both of those are damn true. Take any lesson you want from him. That bird's got game. Remember, immigration is good. Come on, focus. Relax with all the debating. Focus on the choice that really matters. Tell me about infectious paranoia. Be ready for anything. The world could fall apart at any second. The walls could implode. Your dreams shattered. When that happens, you gotta get ready to run. Leave the city in a crate. Ship yourself to Hazy, wherever it takes to get away from those pesky consequences. Advantage on initiative rolls. Tell me about survival of the fittest. You live through it all. Advantage on death saving throws. Tell me about reading the room. You want to say the right choice, right? Make the right choice? Yeah, I'd help to have a quick glance around the room first. Advantage on behold checks. I'm ready to make a decision. Okay, advantage on initiative, advantage on death saving throws, advantage on behold checks. Okay. Alright, so I actually don't really care too much about any of these. Sorry, drinking my water. None of these sound incredibly useful. Initiative is great and all, right? That's cool. I've only gotten into a fight like 3 times, so I'm not terribly, terribly worried about it. Death saving throws. Honestly, I'd rather die and then get to try again than survive a death saving throw and get a bunch of wounds and be exhausted to shit. So I don't even necessarily want to survive death saving throws. I'd rather just reload. If I was playing regular D&D, then sure, that sounds awesome, but not this. And reading the room is beholding, that is me looking at someone and like getting like their vibes before I even start talking to them. That one does sound useful. I do use that a lot. So I'm going to get reading the room. Great. No excuses now. Time to understand people so you can control them like sheep. Nice. Nice. Alright, I guess I gotta talk to the Asgols, and I know where they are at least. This goes down to the Pillar Crossing. Alright. Out of commission. RNA. Was it this guy? Or was it this guy? I don't know. It's someone's house. One of these houses has it. I think this is... Yeah, this is just his house. My bad. Maybe it was the one up top. And maybe, Oh, you know what? They're in the bar. They're at the Drunk Sphinx. I think I saw them there earlier. You guys think I'm going to get jumped again on this bridge? Like a bandit's going to run out and I'm going to have to kick his ass? Okay, no, I'm good. I think I saw them in here. Yeah, there they all are. Yo, let me behold you again. Not great. I'm pretty shit at that. But anyways, let's engage. Approach the dwarves as they argue through heavily slurred words. It Borealek Vat Breeze the Baskin Vin. He hits his cup while gesturing wildly. The white wine spits over the table. Foreman Alvaz, he tells his boss while glancing up at you. Perhaps it is time. Foreman, one of the leading members. Listen in. For understand strategy, I do what? He slams his fist. Alphaz. I don't know what he's saying. Points at you. Alphaz turns around. Oh, he laughs. What are you gonna do, Mr. City Man? Cast mass torsion on us? No. Jimmy's face goes completely pale along with the other males at the tavern. Well, the female dwarf at the far end is calmly sips her wine cup. She is ignoring the whole event. Alphonse is very, very drunk. He's got that false confidence growing through his sweaty forehead. The dwarf can take a lot, but clearly he's drinking far too much. This is why a sober lifestyle is preferable, even among non-clerics. He puffs his chest and gets up from his seat. Yeah, why would I do such a thing? He raises his eyebrows and looks diffusely. Didn't you help us, Mr. Seaman? Weren't you a friend? Yeah, I helped you, yeah. Gets up from his chair so fast he falls to the ground. I think it's time for us to go now. Alphonse? Bah! Or Simi gets up. Okay. Why can't a foreman let loose a little? It's not that late. He looks very, very tired all of a sudden. Let's see Simi lead the way. Simi steps in and grabs his boss. Sorry, cleric. I'll get him back to the apartment. I mean headquarters. What? Is he job already? Seems to relax once his brother steadies him by the arm. As they stumble away, you hear him muddle. Asgol would be proud of you, Simi. You're a good worker. That's what you are. Good handling that, cleric. Where's the dwarves keep drinking? Not really reacting to their foreman's outbursts. Must be a common occurrence. Well then. I think I was supposed to detect... comprehend languages there, and I just didn't. So he went on a whole rant that I just did not clock. I didn't get any of that. Well, I do need to talk to them, so I guess I'm going to go over to the apartment and go talk to them. I need to figure out what their dealings were with the elf, if I can. I think this is their place? Yeah, this is see me, but I'm not allowed in. They don't want to talk to me. Oh. Democratization. There's a new feat I can unlock. Okay, I'll think about it. Wonder if the Valkyrie is available. If not, then I'm gonna go talk to Sage Leaf. I'm gonna go talk to those two in hopes that one of them might know about this secret door and could help me. So, yeah, let's go give that a try. Oh! What the? Warden. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. You feel fear. Travedis Inium. Ah, an elf, huh? Elf. Hello, elf. Hi, Travet? He gives you a smile. A compliment? Is he playing with you? He's speaking about you in Elvish, despite knowing you don't. If he knows common, then it's for an audience of one. He typically doesn't. That typically doesn't spell kindness. Companion takes a quick glance around the perimeter and then hisses a tactical assessment to you. I don't see anyone else. Just him. Relax, Pikio. I am Col Ivero, Laminian, Warden of Outreach. You are the cleric who I owe an apology. He holds his chin up high, his cheeks covered with swirling patterns. You see an Eso markings upon his skin. It appears some Elam issues have spread into your fine city. You have been struck dealing with these issues for quite some time. The companion gives you a confused glance. On our behalf of the Mender, I sincerely express our regret. The Mender. Mender is a common way to refer to the Elam, the Mender, the goddess who has established the Elam Empire. She was kind of a big deal before she died last century. I'm just gonna let him speak. We had a Capellanian Elementi, a renegade amongst our ranks. The dead elf in the tea shop, I presume? That is the one. A certain member of the court sorry, I quite seem to get that right, who ended up betraying us, or whom ended up betraying us? I don't know. Who cares? It is your tongue, Iamin. It is important to be understood, is it not? Her name was Pinja and Athena. She surprised us all. I apologize on her behalf for causing this trouble. Well, I know that Pinja blew up the tea shop, but I want to get it confirmed by this guy. Yes, I believe so. Okay. How? I've asked myself the very same question, but sadly I do not have that information. So you're just assuming she did? When I heard of her passing inside a tea shop, yes. There's more to this, okay? Are you some type of ambassador for Elam? He gives you a smile. Elam does not deploy ambassadors in foreign lands. It is beneath their legacy. As an outreach warden, I perform diplomacy. Functionally the same then. Hauntness for the sake of hauntness. Alright, why talk to me here, like this? I rushed here as soon as word reached me. An Elam elf does not typically show up dead in Norvokian tea shop, after all. I must leave soon, so do not assume to find me here in the future. Alright. Well, you didn't come here just to apologize, did you? No. Primarily, I came all this way to give you a warning. To give your city a warning. What kind of warning? Pinja Athena was the head of an organization with one goal. Destabilizing Norvik and its populace. The scoundrels! What? That doesn't make any sense. Her treachery was impressive, jaw-dropping even. It is a shadowy organization, so I don't know much, except that she was planning on exacting a horrendous esoteric attack on the election day. What? All of it to bring ruin to this wonderful city. Could you imagine if she had succeeded? How many lives would have been lost? Terrible. Just terrible. The explosion. I'm assuming the explosion occurred earlier than she anticipated, to our fortune. To all of our fortunes. Oh yeah. This is top-tier bullshitter right here. You know because you're one too. He's pinning all this on the she-elf. Why? Well, you can probably guess. No, too clean. This doesn't add up. There is much I, too, do not know, and I apologize for that as well. The elf swings his cloak around, facing the river. Now I'm afraid I do not have much time. He glances over the river. Why should I believe anything you tell me? Innis, he says and gives you a smile. We have a saying among the outreach court. It translates into something like, dragon servants do not know, they simply feel. They have a vasto, or perhaps a gut feeling would be the correct way to phrase it. The elf's words soften the stone in your stomach. Your gut must tell you I am on your side. Trust your gut. He's pulling the strings like a puppet master. Do not let him. There's too much wiggle room in this man's words. He thinks he can charm his way through the gaps. Wait, so who blew up the tea shop? I do not know. Someone in her organization? Pinja herself? A collaborator? Perhaps one of the underlings did not want to follow Pinja Athena's horrid plans. I had also heard she was meeting with a powerful local hag the day of the explosion. He doesn't know about Lisa then. But he's heard about the situation. Do I take him to the dungeons, or... I don't trust this fucking guy as far as I can throw him. I don't trust this guy at all. So he's saying that Pinja was part of, like, an organization to destabilize the area and just make things worse. Right? And she did have ties with a lot of the people in the area and sold information and shit. And sold people out. Right? That's something Lisa talked about. Was how this character sold people out. However, I don't necessarily think that they were trying to blow up people at the election. I think that maybe this guy's trying to blow up people at the election. You're not going anywhere. I'm taking you to the dungeons. Ha! His demeanor changes instantly. Uh-oh. He is now openly hostile. You amuse me, Inlim. I will take my leave now. You're not leaving this city until I have some answers. Oh, yes, I am. I'm gonna kick your fucking ass. Your companion drops to a squat. You know you choose to die, Emilin. Ready to act. 19. That's pretty good. Faster than him. Or no, what? Same as him. Damn. He's planning. Elves are stronger than they look. Be wary. Enough thinking. Start acting. Cranium grabs a sling, loads it, and whirls it at his head. That looked like a great shot. The stone sails through the air and grazes the elf's ear, suddenly drawing a sudden spray of blood. He stumbles to the side, briefly clutching his ear. His eyes narrow. Elf pulls a leaf from his sleeve and speaks in a voice clear as chilled as water. Cascade of silver light crashes down at you, tearing into your body. Try to mitigate the pain, and I have advantage against elves. Success! You grit your teeth and turn your shoulder to the light. The pain lances through your arm. It's bad. But it could have been much worse. Now's your chance. Make him stay. He's pretty far away. If you get closer, grabbing him would be a lot easier. He's actively casting a spell to kill you. So intimidating him at this point might look tough, might be tough. But you did kind of take a spell like that like a champ. I did. I only took 1 damage. Elf needs to stop disrespecting power. Alright. +6 to intimidate him. And I have advantage. Draw conclusions on his purpose. Juke him out. Is a 17. Strength +5. I'm gonna try. I have a +6 here and advantage. I need a 6 or higher on one of these. I'm gonna fucking intimidate this guy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm gonna look menacing. You reach out. You reach for the authority you can so easily embody. You will answer my questions, or you will pay a steep price. The elf's icy demeanor gets a bit hotter, more frantic. Fear. Your heart is pumping acid. You're beginning to doubt your strength. You know my will is your fate. Okay, sick, yes. The wild look flashes in the elf's eyes. A gleam of light disappears. You've made a cornered animal out of him. He will fight hard, but he will also panic. This is a serious fight. Life or death. Companion is reaching for more ammunition. Sneal whirls his sling again. You sense he's taking just one extra breath before he lets it fly. And thwack! The stone connects with the elf's arm, knocking his elbow loose and limp. The elf looks shaken. Lay down and die! He reaches into his sleeve and hurls multiple throwing knives at you. They cut into your flesh, pricking away at your life force. You damn insect! How are you still alive? He blinks, crushing a bug like he was beneath me. He's planning an escape route, maybe towards the edge of the city, maybe jumping into the water. You cannot let this continue. Make him submit. You can make this easier for yourself. Get closer. Hurt him. Make him suffer. Okay, I can't sneak closer. I'm going to grapple him. It's a 13 +5. And I have advantage. Okay, I need an 8 or higher on one of these. Fantastic. You leap the remaining distance between you and the elf in one bound and easily grab him by the throat. I goozle him. He's able to squirm out of your grip. Oh no, you don't. Push him down. He starts to fall backwards, but his foot hooks yours, and you fall too. Good. End him. Okay. Grab his feet. A brief awkward struggle on the ground ensures you secure a hold of both of his feet. Put one hand on each of his impressive, supple boots. You hold them firmly in your powerful grasp, but then, poof, they sleep off his feet. Or rather, he slips out of them, out of existence. Only mist remains when the elf, where the elf was as you collapse to the ground with his boots. You glance around looking for him, but you don't see where he's gone. With the elf gone, you admire your new footwear accusation. Those are pretty cool boots. A good prize in your elvish hunt. They're so green. All right, watch it, pal. He smiles. That'll do. Alan looks over the moonlit river. Phew. The elf had a reason for speaking with you. Clearly not one born out of altruism. Whatever he's doing, it's clear to avert the blame from himself onto the dead elf. Who knows? I need to sleep. Yeah. Okay. I'm starting to think. Okay, that was pretty good. I'm starting to think that the elf that blew up was betraying the other elves who they were trying to blow up the election. They were trying to destabilize the area. And this elf that blew up was trying to get rid of the necklace that they were going to use to blow up during the election. And this guy was trying to pass the blame on to them. These magical and esoteric light boots feel like a second skin when you put them on. The inner rim, they are stitched with lettering, which you do not understand. Increases your movement speed by 3. Those are fucking cool as shit. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay, I could potentially get my dexterity up a bit. My dexterity has been shit this entire time. Getting a +1 to my dexterity is kind of badass. Okay. I don't necessarily want to sleep yet. So maybe I go hit up the sage leaf real quick. Wow, I am fast. Holy shit, Sneal, catch up, buddy. I'm leaving you in the dust, Sneal. Get over here. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. I would like to talk to Sageleaf about my day so far. And then I want to go to bed and try and talk to the angel. But first, I really need to use the bathroom. So I'm going to leave y'all here for a second. I'm gonna turn up the music a bit, and I'll come back. All right, BRB. Okay, I am back. Alright, so I don't trust these elves. I think the elves had something to do with this, and I think the lady who blew up was trying to betray the elves. That's what I thinks. That's what I thinks. Cleric. Lady leans back. You've returned. Okay, so let's give you some information about the tea shop. Well, her eyes focusing on you. The room seems to shrink. Go on, cleric. Alright, there was a dead elf. She lifts her head and gives you a cold expression. Do you have an identity? It's an elf. She slumps in her throne, pondering for a moment. A headache. Into a migraine. Elves, obviously. May their force burn for bringing such chaos to my streets. Yes. Anything new to report? Okay. A brooch survived the flames. A brooch? Show me now. Okay, hand it over. Lady inspects the leaf in her tiny hand. Tacky, typically elven, and magical. Her eyes lift, landing on you, yet also ruined. Magical items are not supposed to break. This brooch is indeed destroyed by the inferno. The origin of the fire must have been magical. That's what I believe to be the case. True, it's pretty strong evidence. She turns it over in her claw. The brooch is indicated of high-ranking elven power. Symbol is worn by members of the Meldar's court. A mender? Ilim. The dragon growls at you. Her witness has spun this band into chaos more times than I. She catches herself and mutters, "For Shadow is responsible for this." Can I have it back, please? The dragon tosses to you with a frown. I do not wish her mark anywhere on my lands. The tea machine thing was active during the time of the explosion. I don't think that helps anyone. The door was melted off its hinges. Melt? Yes. I funded that shop. The door was Hardstone, was it not? Dwarven made? It does not simply melt. It was thick metal. Was indeed Hardstein, my lady. Melt Hardstein. Incredible heat. Something like a 7th level fireball would do the trick. That's good information, well done. There were 9 explosions. Elaborate. Okay, it's a bit complicated. Oh, please do enlighten us, cleric. Bring some wonderful human knowledge into our uncivilized halls. You hear a chuckle from the goblins. It was a necklace of fireballs, with 9 beads on it. That's what started the whole thing. A necklace of fireballs? The chamber goes dead silent. She scoffs. This explosion could not have been produced by an arcanist mimicry. You're speaking of divine era, or even older artifact. A reasonable explanation, yet vexing, simply raises more questions. I'm afraid so, lady. What else? Convince her that, that you're an idiot. I'm not gonna play dumb. I'm gonna prevent so far what I know. I just barely passed that. Go over the details, the broad strokes, putting the events into a clear, chronological order. Lady Sageleaf listens patiently as you explain it all. The tea shop owner was not there. The elf was. And the elf clearly had some reason to sit in a closed tea shop. The elf was in possession of a fully stocked necklace of fireballs. Lips curl into a slight smile, which then turns into a grim frown. You got excited for a moment. Go on. She finds your explanation intellectually stimulating. Time to lay out the entire plot from the beginning. One thing that doesn't make any sense to me from the start was why a tea shop? Why indeed? He glances between his queen and yourself. Must have been an attack, or maybe... Again, we know that the elf is the person who set him off when the guard showed up. So I'm not going to say that it was a deal go wrong or assassination. I can't say for sure right now. No, not until whoever procured this necklace of fireballs was within my grasp. I do not believe for a second this was a planned attack. There are too many important targets, so close. Had to be a simple fireball spell, perhaps. Sneal, do you know how rare this artifact is? Necklace of fireballs? Exceedingly rare, my lady. Perhaps not a single bead? These flow around the coast from time to time. Still expensive, but remnants of the coast war. Each bead, if detonated together, would result in the blast increasing in power. 1 level per bead. It starts on 3rd level, as any normal fireball spell would. And that means, smile, 11th level. She speaks words like they're delicious. Oh boy. By Earth. Simple math, looking concerned. 11th level fireball. Isn't that like against the rules of magic? There are no rules, not really. Darkness push boundaries beyond mortality and reason. She scoffs loudly with an air of annoyance. I'm just impressed that dwarven masonry still stands. I assumed such power would tear reality itself asunder. But no, simply scorched a lot hotter. I should also mention there was a gold chain in the hand of the elf. Gold chain as in, must have been the necklace then. It survived the blast. Technically. Speak. It turned to dust after it was removed from the corpse. Interesting. Once spent, the core chain must have returned some magic until trifled with, of course. Then at you. Well done. You've convinced me of this perspective, for now at least. The lady grows silent, begins twirling a ring on her finger. How's the cleric's health, Steele? Health, my lady? Do you believe he would require some magical assistance? Yeah. Ring of regeneration. She takes off the ring and tosses it to you. Wield it well, human. It'll keep you up and running. She leans on her claw and glares at you. This joint venture is not yet finished. Steele, cleric. Yes, my lady? You need to find the responsible party and bring them to justice. That's what you do, is it not? Oh yes, always. Good. Elf might be dead, but I'm certain whoever is responsible here is not. Speak with the relevant parties. Find everything about this elf. Locate the missing witness, this Frank son of Frank dressed in yellow. Fake name or not, if he can be found, you must do it. And then there's the question of that poor drummer fool, of course. I spoke with Drummer. He's hiding in a warehouse. Did you now? What did the bird say? Discovered an illegal smuggling operation. A what? The bird couldn't have run it himself, could he? There was undiscovered hidden safe space connected to the tea shop. Drummer used it as a storage space for free striders. I let him go. He caused enough trouble in Norvik. That was your call. That was not your call to make, cleric. We will make sure to attempt to catch him. Sneal? I've already sent word. We'll do our best. At the very least, the bird was found. This adds to the full picture. Gods, I do hate free striders. Hand her the papers. Here, take care of them. She snatches them quickly and tosses them to the side of her throne. Good, that'll make things easier. You serve well, cleric. The goblin chieftain gives you a wicked grin. Who doesn't hate the free striders? Fair statement. Now, what else? Had a chat with a very mysterious elf. She lifts her head and glares at you. The warden? Yeah, that one. How'd you know? I've already heard from Viskin that they took the corpse. I did not expect them to move so quickly. He told me that Prinja, the dead elf, was trying to do something horrible. What exactly? She was planning on an esoteric attack on election day to blow up the Temple of Earth. Do not trust a word that bastard is spewing. He's either trying to save himself or protect someone else, putting her as some kind of scapegoat. The Eom are dangerous. While I do not know their exact involvement with this incident, they're all dirty, I swear. The warden Curvo pulls up personally to explain how he's innocent, and he's got filthy hands all over. Yeah, that's a fair assessment. Elves. There's no doubt in my mind. Find out who Curvo was working with. Considering Eom, they're probably trying to interfere with the election themselves. Now, who would work with the elves? Good question. Look into it. Say, yes, Lady Sagers, we will. Alright. Any more info on this Frank son of Frank? Not much. Some whispers about a man dressed in yellow rushing downwards. Perhaps he fled into the city below? The fellow's probably dead or dying in that case. Either way, find him. Alright, that's all for now. Fine, keep at it. That is all for now. Okay. Yeah, I feel pretty good about that. I feel like we did a lot. The ring, +1 constitution, slowly generates HP over time. I like that. Yeah, rock that. We'll slowly get some HP. Alright, so we talked to them. We know this yellow-dressed guy is downstairs somewhere, and I keep walking past his door, but I'm unable to, like, fucking figure it out. Like, I'm unable to find a way to get the door open. But, like, I know of him. I don't know. I'm gonna go talk to the, That one lady, if they're available. But yeah, I suspect the elves have something really, really to do with this. We might not be playing Fallout 76 tonight. We might not. I think Michi not only is going to be getting off work very late, and then also wants to hang out with Sarah and Victoria for a little bit. So, yeah. They are not here. Are they inside the other place? With the coin lord. I cannot go in there. The dog hopped off the bed. I think he wants to go out. Give me 1 second. Yeah, be barking. You should be barking. Hey, buddy. Yeah, I know. Jesus. Let me out. Wait. So I probably need to wait like 5 minutes until I can do something. I do want to talk to him, figure out what to do. We got a bunch of questing shit done. We have so many opportunities, and by so many I mean 2. Let's take root of this. What is loneliness? Excuse me? What is it? That feeling in your chest. The knowledge of lacking, of being without, the hanging veil as a connective tissue between others. Is it something? Or is it simply void? Why are you asking such weird questions? It is on your mind. So, you come here to solve a mystery. Yet, what you find is everything working against you. Someone must really not like me. Do not worry. Only your presence here is due to a grudge, not a difficulty of this quest. Political forces working against each other. Not in direct competition, but indirectly, as the election looms over all folk. A coin lord who wishes nothing to be brought to light under his reign. A chieftain who wishes to hold her domain tightly, caught between a poor woman and a tea shop. I just got to keep going a little bit further. That's true. For you, despite these tribulations, it's also proven a realization, a return to form. This last year has been terrible. It's just emotion. I've been through worse. But now, you are on your way to handle it all thanks to my hard work. You always work hard. But as your new companion, who has been a turning point, Sneal, his presence is a good in your life. He is potentially a friend. A friend? Friendship is not a necessity, nor is beauty, nor is love. They do not help you survive in this world. Rather, each of those things give value to survival. So the empty hole in your chest does not open up as wide at the end of your next quest. When the silence of the tower office or room at Mom's apartment does not engulf you so quite suddenly and hastily. Remember that feeling. But then you can ask yourself another question. What is tea really? Are you shifting the topic again? A warm liquid filtered through leaves of various distinguished plants, only to be served to free-spirited youthful folk of common cloth, a drink of a post-war era. And then this drink explodes. It does not. However, you see at the center of Norvik, in the middle of the chilled river Torna, sits a fortress, one filled with folk, each of them flowing through the alleys and tunnels of the streets, at the center of which you find a tea shop. Steeping through its doors, you are immediately hit by a wave of exotic aromas. There are folk of all kinds debating, playing music, exchanging ideas within these walls, stacks of newspapers thrown about the tables. Behind the counter, you see a dark feathered creature serving freshly brewed cups. This is a tea shop. There are many like it in Norvik. There's nothing special about this one, apart from the fact that this one blew up. That doesn't sound very lonely. No, it does not. It was the best years of your life. It was the closest you have ever come to having real friends. Most of it spent drinking halfling tea in Dvarby with people. Oh, shut up. They used you. Aren't you always the one going on about exploited labor? Well, that's you. A lonely kid tricked into pushing a dwarf propaganda, that's all. It's not so simple. They were also kids. Myron, she was trying to... You do not need them. Nothing to cry over. Nothing lost. Everything gained, however. If you hadn't gotten arrested, you would never have joined the Earthguard. It was destiny. A group of Asgilists turning on each other, running to the hills. To survive that builds character. Keep this goblin at arm's length. You do not know where he's been or what his intentions are. You will make this as a lone cleric against the world, as always. No, don't push him away. You gotta reel him in, just like everyone else. Your main problem is, from the beginning, honesty. You keep showing your true colors. Nobody likes that. Keep it friendly, keep it light. Everyone should enjoy your company. They can enjoy your company without it being a winning game. But if they enjoy your company, you win. Everyone wins, including you. Ignore this idiocy. Focus on your spells, learning, retaining knowledge, and applying it during your downtime. Become a greater master of memorization. Jesus Christ. Tell me about Lone Cleric. You're a man. You do not need friend. Taking a short rest means kneeling down in the dirt, a fist placed upon your chest, a brow dripping, pearls of sweat falling down upon your bulging pecs in the dark, alone by yourself, flying solo. You do not need friends. You're a man. Lone Cleric. At the start of your short rest, heal an additional amount equal to the levels of exhaustion you have. Tell me about Master Memorizer. Normally, your absolute genius allows you to recover a spell slot during whatever breathers you take. Focus on this. The rest is useless. During your short rest, you restore 2 random spell slots instead of 1. Okay, tell me about Friendly Company. Sneal is a good person. You enjoy his company. Just his presence during a breather is enough to make you feel good at heart. The feeling is somewhat mutual. Who cares about what he thinks? You seriously need to learn how to make friends, for real. That includes manipulating them into sticking around. During short rests, always roll hit die with advantage. Sneal also gains an extra proficiency in his initiative rolls. Got it, I think. Great. I like Friendly Company. That seems better. I think having him around and doing better in initiative rolls, which he's already doing great in, having him go first is pretty helpful. I pick Friendly Company. You'll be a great friend, a true friend, and so you shall remain. All right. I think we're gonna be wrapping up here soon, but if I could. Is there a way to... I might need to go to a shrine to swap out my feats. I might go do... Or maybe I need to think it... No. So I got a new feat. So how do I do that? What's deep storage? Oh. Ah, okay. So I could just put items in here to hide them. I see. I don't think I have time for that one as well, but like I would like to figure out how do I put in a new feat. Okay, I'm gonna Google this real quick while I start getting ready. I think Josh is in the call, and I think John is getting ready as well. Yeah, he's on Arc Raiders. Okay. Esoteric Ebb, how to switch out beats. Navigating to the specific quest screen. Ah, okay. I see. Yes. There we go. Okay, cool. I will always get more hit die when short resting, and Sneal also gets extra proficiency with initiative rolls, which I'm happy with that. All right, let's save the game. I do want to talk to Weird Angel Lady. I do want to talk to them, but we'll do that next time. We will do that next time. All right, I think everyone's getting ready, so let me switch over to, we're playing some Arc Raiders. I think that's all we might be doing today. All right, give me one moment to put this in. I'll join up with John. Seems like the other two are streaming as well. Yep, there we go. All right, cool. Let me switch everything over to Arc Raiders. It has been a while since I have played Arc Raiders. It has been a while. Alright, I think we're officially Arc Raidersing. Let me open up Arc Raiders. Wherever it is. Now let me join the call. Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
How are y'all doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Having fun with S-Stock?
Huh? What?
Having fun with S-Stock?
S-Stock?
Whatever the game you're playing is.
Esoteric?
Yes.
Esoteric Ebb. Yes, I am having a great time with that game.
Okay, I'm glad you're having a good time.
It is very good.
I wasn't gonna pick it up myself.
Yeah. Be warned, if you do plan on streaming it, none of it is voice acted yet. So you're gonna be talking for a while.
That's fine.
Okay.
I talk, I read all the other dialogue.
Okay, that's good. Just because, like, I went to do it, I had, like, a cold at the time, and I was recovering from that, and I had a cough, and then I talked for 5.5 hours straight, and I lost my voice. I was dying. But I'm having a great time so far. Definitely a lot of branching paths, so, like, it would be fun if, like, a bunch of my friends picked it up, and we can all compare notes on what we're doing. Right now, I am the cleric. I keep referring to myself as the guy, and I'm also a socialist. And those are kind of the two big feats of me.
I see. But, so we went from communism to socialism.
Yeah, communism in disco, socialist, dwarven socialist in this game, which is the closest I could get to full-blown communism. The other two factions are, you know, patriarchal, you know, like fucking matriarch fascism, you know, and then the other one is ultra liberal capitalist fascism kind of deal. So like I didn't really have many choices.
I see.
Here's the other guy.
No. Oh, there he is.
Hey.
I knew you were in there. I had a feeling you're gonna pull me. You pulled me.
I pulled it.
I'm here.
Hold it.
Good.
No.
Oh.
Who said it was good?
Okay, my bad. I'll put you back.
That's scary.
I'll put you back in there if I have to.
Put the thing back or so help me. Birthday boy.
Yeah, it's my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Oh,
He's
happy
500
birthday.
years old.
Yeah, but I might be 500, but I look like I'm a third grader. You know, you gotta make
Oh.
sure you gotta sell it to the right group.
Wait,
You
wait,
know, gotta
wait,
get
wait, wait,
people.
hold on. Can we say you look like maybe like a high schooler, like 18? You know, high schooler, and
Okay,
not a
okay.
third grader.
Okay, you twisted my arm. I can come down to 6th grade. How about that? I'll go up a
What
little
the
bit.
hell is going
I'll
on?
meet you in the middle.
Oh,
No.
he's saying that he looks like he's a 6th grader, Jordan. So
That sucks.
that's
I gotta get cells somehow. Okay.
you got some zits on you.
I actually do have a massive one on my lip right now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That sucks.
It hurts. I also
Yeah.
grated my finger shredding my cheese yesterday.
Ooh,
That's not
yikes.
cheese.
Yeah,
That's your
no, it
skin.
wasn't. It wasn't.
That's
I
not
was
That's
ready
cheese.
to
That's
cheese.
farm for my lasagna, and I just got too vigorous with it, and I was like, oh well, here we are.
it happens.
Arc Raiders might be being an asshole to me right now, and I might need to restart my computer.
Ooh,
no.
I hope not.
Grr Mondays. You know,
Mondays.
hate
But
when
it's
that
Saturday.
happens. It doesn't matter.
Mondays.
Grr Mondays. What's it doing?
It's doing that bug where, like, there's a fake instance of it in the background that won't go away, so it constantly just says, oh, you already have Arc Raiders open.
Did you task manager kill it?
That is the problem, is that it won't let you do that. I just said that. You can't kill it, is the problem. Yes. That is exactly what is happening. Is there's an instance of Arc Raiders in the background that won't go away, and every time you try to open it, another version of Arc Raiders opens up. That won't go away.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's
That is a
very
bug that I keep having, and I have to restart my computer every time that it happens.
Yikes.
Yeah, pretty fucking shitty gimmick. Arc Raiders, not very cool.
Not very cash money.
No. But yeah, no, that
I like
I don't know how it starts to happen, but it's like I just try to open the game and it's like, I'm not gonna open, and then like it just gets stuck in the background and won't get murdered when I try to task manager kill it. So, yeah, all right. I'll try it one more time, and if not, then I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to end my stream, and yep, too many instances of it opened. That's the bug.
All right. Well.
All right, you guys probably can do like a match without me then. I'll be back.
All right.
All right, chat. Well, I'm gonna have to. This VOD's gonna get cut in half, and there's no other way around it because otherwise I cannot play the video game. So I'm just gonna end stream, and then you'll see me again in like 20 minutes. So feel free to go watch the other two in the meantime.